You're welcome. In this video, let us understand how to make online exam ASP.NET C Sharp project. So we are using C Sharp language over here to build this application. As far web application is concerned, you can use four major technologies to build web application. In that, ASP.NET is one. Other than this, you can write in JSP with Tomcat server. We can write with PHP, MySQL, XAMPP server, Python, and then XAMPP server. So these are the four different technologies to make online project. So even ASP.NET is very popular. So it's there from long time. So you can use C Sharp and then build the application. So here we are using Visual Studio 2019 to build this application, that is online examination. So ASP.NET stands for, particularly ASP stands for Active Server Pages. So this is a technology. Here we use IIS as a server and then C Sharp, as I told already, as a language. Now let us understand what we can do in this project. What are things we can add up? Then what is the result we'll get from the project? What are the advantages, disadvantages, that we'll discuss now. So any online project probably will have multiple modules. Here also, because it's an online exam, so a student has to take the exam, or applicant has to take the exam. One has to manage. So therefore, what we manage is an admin module, or where we manage is the admin module, and who's going to take the exam is the applicant. Applicant will take the examination. So in case of admin need to log in. So we'll go to main page. These are the common things because login, main page are common in every project, any online project, because main page is important. You have to navigate from that place to other pages. So therefore, this is the main page. So here what we can do is we can enter the subject details. So student can take multiple subjects. So therefore, subject details. Then question entry. So on the admin side, we provide a question entry. And here is applicant list or student list. Then once they answer, we'll process the result. Okay, so there is called the process result. On this side, applicant, so they can sign up, they can log in, they go to main page, take exam, and you can see the result. So what's your result? So once you take exam and if the result is come properly, means the purpose will be served. So when you take exam, so exam, this question whatever is entered into this table, that is a question table. From there we'll fetch and we'll transfer to the this exam. So here you take one by one, first question, second, third, fourth, like this, and you need to answer. Then so that answer again will store in the other table, that is the answer table. That will be processed. That means we'll check it out. How many you made correct, how many you made wrong. That will go to result table. So in the result table, your applicant number and what is the total question, what is the total answers. Based on that, it will be result will be shown over here. So this is the concept which will cover in this particular project. I'll show the demonstration so you'll get a more clear idea once you see the complete project. Later you can plan it. After seeing the complete demo, you plan it like how do you want and what languages you can use. Because as I told already, you can use multiple languages, not necessarily that C# language. You can use VB or you can use PHP or Python, all possible. So here I open the project in Visual Studio. So you can see that this is the admin main options. So this is the button, and for button we have postback URL. So when you click this button, you should go to this particular page. So when you click subject entry, you should go to subject entry form. So here you can browse. So what are the files are there? What are the pages we already created? So we can link anyone to this particular button. So same way question entry. So here you can select this. You select the question entry form. So if you'll go to question entry form like that. So in order to add these controls, you need to go to the toolbox. So there you need to select the button and then you have to drag it over there here. And you want image, you have to select image. You want label. So all you can take from the toolbox, then transfer here. So once the design is done, you can see that automatically the HTML code will be generated here. So we don't need to write this code. So only thing is we need to write the C# code. So that code I'll show you. For example, we want to enter the subject entry. So subject entry form is here. So don't worry about this code because it's HTML code which generated automatically. And here is the page we designed. So in order to design, now you want a text box. So this is text box 2. So we need to take the text box from the control here. So from the toolbox, you need to take the text box and then you have to drag it here. And like that, you need to complete the whole page. So these are the labels and these are the corresponding controls. Now if I look at the coding, so this is the HTML code, so which automatically generated. Now when I click save, we want to enter this data to the table. So this is about the student entry. So student entry should go to the applicant form. So if I take subject entry, so this is a subject entry form. So here is a subject entry form. So here is a two text boxes. One is subject name, other one is the subject details. Right. So this will go to this particular table. Here you can see the two columns are there. And what is the code you need to write? So button, sorry, let's create. So here is a button one click. Okay. So this create one more. It should make the change to button one click. Okay, it should go to button one click. So here is a button one click. When I click the button, so this particular code to check whether this record is already present or not. If it's not present, then we'll go to insert. This is the insert code. So we have a separate video like how to make your first project, how to make login form, how to make MDA form, how to make a small project with the code explanation. Please watch all that videos to understand like how to write the complete project by your own. So here we'll mainly show you the complete demonstration of the project. Therefore, you can get a clear idea what are the things you can add in the admin, what are the things you can add in the applicant, then how the exam takes place, then how the result will be clear. You can process the result. Fine. So let us run the project. Here is the option to run the project. So I'm already running. So therefore you can see that there is IAS Express is already running here. So I'll just straight away go there. So now you can see that this is the main address and default.axp is the main first page. From here we can go to admin login. Click admin login. So it will go to admin login. Here I'll type admin, then login. So watch some more videos because in the beginning videos we explain all in detail like how to run the project and all. So get a clear picture on this. Right. So it is a subject entry. If you click subject entry, you can enter the subject details. First let us check it out. What are subject we already entered? We entered 4 subject. You want more subject to be added, so you have to go to subject entry, then you have to add here. So time being let 4. Okay. Next is a question entry. So here I already entered some questions. For GK 4 questions and the aptitude text. There are 6 questions are there. So we need to continue entering the questions means you need to go there, question entry, and here you need to select GK and then which year it's 2021 and what is the question, what is the answer, 4 answers, and that what is the correct answer. That is also very important. You need to enter the correct answer here. Right. So next is the student list overall signed up. That list will come over here. Next is the exam date. When are the exams? This is a static page. It will not do much actually. So simply we are showing the page there. So here is the result process based on once the exam get over, we can process it. Therefore, we can calculate the total marks of the each student. So these are the things which is covered in the admin. Now, if you come to the client and the applicant side, so we can go for register for the exam. So here is the option to register. Okay, so let's say some Arun, then Ramu, address, so email ID. So here is the qualifications. So different qualifications are provided. Choose the qualifications and here is the date of birth. So male or female you can select here and then save. Okay, so your register number is 100T and then your password we're not supposed to show, but here because it's a simple project we are showing the password on screen. So click here to log in. So now type 100, login ID 1002, and password is ABCD. So click here. Now you can see the exam date. This is a static page, as I told already. There is nothing much. Take exam. So now we will take the GK exam. Select. There are simple questions here. So let's say B is the answer. Which is our national bird? Is peacock. 1 kilobyte is equal to dash. So 1 kilobyte is equal to 1024. First Prime Minister. Okay. Right, so there are some more questions. So what I'll do is I'll just simply select, because we are not entered all the questions. So once all the questions are get over, so you can see that the message box will come. So questions are over. Okay, your exam is completed. Now once the exam is completed, if you go to view result, there is nothing here because admin has to process the result. So I'll come back to this. I'll go to result process. I'll take GK. Then I'll say process. Now the processing is complete. We'll come back now. We can see that view result. So you can see this is totally 10 marks and you got all the 10 out of 10. So it's calculated. So how is done actually? So this is done. So you can see that applicant tab. Once you are registered, there is data. I'll go to this. And here is the answer tab. So whatever the answers you enter, all will be there here. So your register number 1002, 10 questions are there. So here is the correct answer because the question answer. Right, so these are all your answers, okay, and that will be compared with the question table. So GK questions are there here. I can say that 2 2, then our rest of them are 1 1 1, 2 2, rest of them are 1 1. There are both will be compared. After comparing, that will go to result table. There it will be stored. So GK test is taken 10, and here you can see that 102, 10 out of 10 will be there. So therefore we'll compare. So when you take the exam, this will go to answer table. Then when in comparing, we'll compare with the question table. Then we'll bring to the result table. From the result table, we can fetch it here and then we can display on screen. So because of that, 10 is 10 will show here. So how do we remember the user ID from page to page? So that is we are using application level variable. I'll show you that one. So when login taken place, user login is taken place. So you can see that there is a application register number variable. So application register number variable. So that will store your value. So for any page we go, that value will be always stored. Or you can also use the session variable. So session variable, one session, like how long you are working in the same session, till that it will be stored. But application variable will hold for longer time. So therefore we are using both here. But when you're searching, we use any one. So I go to result form. So here is the result form. So here is the query. You can see that register number. So that register session field, you are using the session field, register number 1 var. So therefore that value will be taken here. Okay, so we have a separate video for how to configure with grid actually. So please watch that video, then you will get a clear idea how to link grid view to the database and bring the result. After filtering the data, how to bring the result. Fine, so hope you understand the concept now. So if you have any doubt, let me know what doubts you are having. So we'll try to help you out in the next video. Thank you.